Hey gang, Chazal here. Today we'll be unboxing the Power X Superlight 2 from Logitech. Okay, let's see what do you get in the box. Let's just use that. Okay, so with this is the box and this is the mouse. Okay. Oh, it is Power Play compatible. Okay, I need to look this up. That's good. Okay, so this is the mouse first. This is the dongle you will be getting. Okay, I kind of like this one. So because this dongle has the option that you can switch to USB-C, like a adapter-ish, which makes it a bit more compatible. I kind of like this bit. So especially if you are plugging into your USB-C hubs, it will make your life a bit easier. And then the new cable, which is USB-C. So Logitech with the time, that's quite handy. So what are the reasons you will be upgrading to this? Obviously, first, if you want to upgrade it, that's one of the reasons we usually tend to do. But anyways, so for me, I have the old device, which is my trusty mouse for, I don't know for how long. That's the Logitech G502. This is the Lightspeed version. This is quite decent the mouse. And because of its design itself, as you can see, it is a bit chunkier and bit heavier. So if you're doing long sessions, you will not have any issues with this, because this device, it is like the design is quite comfortable. You can play games on it, you can use it to work and things like that. You can use this one. Why would you be switching over to these two? Main reason, it is the weight. Okay, so because I'm holding it now, it is 60 grams, while this one is like the base one is like 114, but then you can also add or remove optional weights. Here I have not added any weights, but the difference is like this feels almost like nothing, to be honest, and this does feel like almost 2 to 3 times. Yeah, but like it's hard to say, but this one feels much more lighter though. So why would you be switching over? So if you want to do like a lot of first-person shooter games, things like that, this is quite good. Especially with me, because I prefer to use hard shell. This will run better on that one. So some things about this one. So this one uses the Hero 2 sensor, while the OG one, this used the Hero 25K. So this does go to 32,000 dpi, while this one was 25. But the thing is, like, they have improved the sensor. The pulling rate, apparently, somewhere I've read it's like 2000 hertz. This one is 1000 hertz, but because I'll be using Power Play 1, that is limited to 1000 hertz. Okay, both of these being wireless ones, the battery life, this will last you close to 95 hours. Okay, while this one will last you about I think this is like 60 hours ish with the RGB off and on. Sorry, with the RGB on, it is even lower, but like it will last you, because I was having issues with this one, so I went with Power Play, and since then I did not have any issues. For some weird reason, at the start I did have some issues while even my mouse was on the Power Play. It would just, battery would die, but randomly it just like started working. So okay, the another thing is, like, because of both mouses itself, the buttons, so as you can see, this gives you a lot of functionalities. If you're using especially if MMO, or if it's like you have larger hands, this is your go-to, because you can assign a lot of functionality, because this comes with almost like 11 buttons, right? While this one has 5. So technically it has 4 buttons only, and this one has 10, because they're counting all these as well. But as I said earlier, so like for functionality, you have like these 5 buttons here, and then the top two, and then the scroll bar. Take out the scroll. So these are the like 7 buttons. You can customize it to whatever you want to do. So especially for those games, for macros, this is your thing. While I'm working, I've set up macros, copy paste stuff, things like that. This works. So I usually use that, and most likely I'll still continue to use this while I'm working, and this one will be for gaming. Yeah, one sec. So another thing I kind of like about this one is if you remove the back though, yeah. So I kind of like this though. It because usually after a while, because this has sort of like a rubber type thing, this start to come off, as you can see. Like just like, yeah. So I think the focus enhancer was causing issues. So like, let's just leave it there. So these pads, they'll start to come off. I would say like if you can get like a replacement one, they will be better. They will make your life a lot easier, especially if you're using the soft pads. Because I am using a hard pad, so it's not as bad. But if you are using like a softer pads, you need something which is like a bit more rigid. So then when you're moving around, it will feel more smoother. I kind of like this one because they have simplified the design a bit on this one, and then like now there is one chunky pad, and then there's a smaller one. I'm not gonna count this one, but so. Okay. So also the thing is like the way you hold your mouse as well, that matters as well. So like for me, okay, I also have like a claw grip. Some rest your hand, right? So if you're resting your hand, this thing, as you can see, it just sits in your hand. Especially for long sessions, it is like, it has enough. This one, okay, if you want to hold it, then it's gonna be like this. But if you're gaming, because like while I'm gaming, I hold like, as you can see, like the claw. Then this is better because the main reason it's not heavier, right? So I can easily move around, and it's just like there's a night and day difference. That's one. The other thing being USB-C, you can just plug and play. The dongle thing, I kind of like it as well. But like I'm just starting to, because now all the devices we use, they at least they have Bluetooth 5. So I can understand because a lot of older sensors, because of 2.4 gigs latency, blah 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 blah. At Bluetooth 5, it wouldn't matter that much. Like the latency, I don't think it will be an issue. So we should be like moving to those, like, so take the dongle out of place, because one, if you lose it, you are stuck. You need to buy something replacement. If it's like just Bluetooth, bam, you can plug it to different multiple devices, whatever you're using at that time. So it gives you a bit more flexibility. I do have like a mouse which has the option for like, which has 2.4 USB dongle, but then it also has another one which is like I can switch to channel 4 and then 5 gigs channel. So it is like it's like a such cheap mouse, but it's such a like a lifesaver functionality. You can, because you can connect it to pair with multiple 3 devices at one go. At least like if you just want to go wireless, then you can pair with 2 devices, and then you can just switch between, especially if you have like a tablet or all the travel, and then you have like a gaming handle or a laptop or a tablet. You can just like switch and bam. You don't need to press any buttons. You don't need to pair, blah, blah, blah. It just makes your life easy. Well, this one, yes, I can see, because gaming, so they want to have like the fastest, but at that point you won't notice them much of a difference. Main thing, for some place, from what I've seen, people did report there's some issues with the power play on this compatibility. Logitech say it is supported, as you can see from here. So that's pretty much it. I will test, like do some gaming session. I'll let you know. But obviously the thing is like, your peripherals won't make you a better gamer, but it can make your life bit easier, right? So I would still say, like, if you work a lot on computers, this might be better for you, because like it's just easy. It's like you're resting your hand, right? And then, as you can see, it's like it sits in, it's a bit of bigger mouse, obviously, so, but it has been more comfortable for longer sessions. While this one, it is, because it is light, you will always have, as you can see, there's like the way I hold, there's like a gap here, this one. So you won't, like, you can do it, but even like the way when I rest my hand on it, right, there is, as you can see, there is still a gap. So you might, like, in longer sessions, you might get tired, because what's happening is you are resting like till like here, then when you hold it, it's like automatically it breaks, like there's a space. So obviously, because when you are resting your hand on the table or the mouse pads, it's gonna, it won't be like going down like this. So like that's why there. So just be mindful, especially for smaller hands. I would recommend this one. It's quite decent, but for longer work sessions, things like that, this is still, I wouldn't advise. Or if there's a, because there's a newer version for this one as well, I haven't upgraded them, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep using this as long as I can. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So if you have any questions, do let me know. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.